on an article.
Yeah.
You're not far off. So I am an investigative journalist. I receive tips and leads. You guys had some issues with the oil and the chlorine calcium around the corner. Those areas having like a serious issue with them.
Welcome back to Northpoint Files, and I'm your favorite auditor. Today's video exposes how quickly ordinary government employees can spiral into panic the moment a camera starts recording in public. What began as a peaceful investigative visit suddenly triggered calls to deputies, demands for explanations, and growing pressure against a journalist simply exercising constitutional rights. Stay tuned because this encounter reveals just how little many public officials understand about public access, trespass laws, and freedom of the press. If you support accountability, transparency, and real public audits, subscribe now because videos like this are exactly why citizens must stay informed and prepared during encounters with government, employees, and law enforcement.
Walk in here without having permission.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Because there's equipment and things like that, you should be escorted by somebody.
Oh, I appreciate the concern. I'm good though.
Well, we're calling a deputy because you need to announce yourself and give us an explanation as to what you're doing.
What makes you believe that?
What makes me believe that is it's just common courtesy.
Common courtesy means I have to check in.
Do you walk into any space with a camera and whatnot and
Any
not
public
expect,
space? Sure.
It might be a public space, but you still need to come in and say what you're doing. Because what if somebody was working around here or a piece of equipment came around and hit you?
Well, I like to think that my mom and dad raised me well enough to, look out for things.
Can you please call a deputy?
Isn't she a deputy?
What is your purpose for?
Are you at the
being back
Jefferson
here?
County Sheriff's Department?
I am.
Okay. Looks like you got a deputy right here. What was that?
What are you taking pictures of?
Oh, just whatever I can see from public space. That's about it.
Is there a reason why specifically?
Yeah.
Back here, this is county property, so
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I have a reason.
I'm still a little confused on what you're actually doing
You're being
here.
very vague. I mean,
Well, just working on something.
okay, well, so we're going to have a deputy come take your information and...
There's a deputy right there.
I'm with the civil office, so
office.
I'm
Oh,
not
gotcha.
out as a patrol deputy.
Oh, you're
so
still a
there's-
sworn officer,
There's
right?
somebody on their way right now to have a conversation with you.
I mean, you're still a sworn officer, though, right?
I am.
Yeah. There you go.
So, like I said, it's a different job, so I
Okay.
work for that in that capacity.
Are you detaining me right now?
I'm not detaining
Okay,
you right
cool.
now.
Do
All
you
right.
have a business card?
I don't. No.
Would you
Usually
like
don't
to
carry.
tell me what your name is? Steve?
Yeah.
And your last name?
I usually don't like to give that. Kind of a private person.
Well, so then that kind of goes both ways. If you want to come in, and we probably would have had somebody let you walk around and escort and answer any questions, but when
I
you
prefer
don't
it.
even want to give us your
I prefer
full
not having
name.
an escort. I'm
Yeah.
good, though. Maybe another time, though. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Facility until a deputy arrives.
Why would you? I mean, look, I
I'm
appreciate that you're.
I'm asking you.
I appreciate that you're politely asking me. I'm going to cordially decline that request.
Okay, well then I'm going to have to ask you to go stand at the gate and wait for the deputy to arrive.
Why would I do that?
Because this is a construction zone and we have liabilities. And again, if you hurt yourself or a piece of equipment comes around, we do not want to have an accident.
Like I said, I genuinely appreciate your concern, but I'm just going to get back to work. So, thank you. That's the issue. Man, so nice today. I was hearing that it was supposed to be like absolute awful weather the entire week, and then all of a sudden it turned out to be fantastic.
Correct.
That's so nice. Of course, winds of change. It's like one day to the next, you don't know what you're gonna get. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name again, deputy? Moore. You got a badge number?
One 15061, that's correct. Outside, taking pictures.
You got a badge number, Deputy Moore? Gosh, you guys don't wear body cameras?
I don't know.
Yikes.
Like I said, I work.
Oh,
in a
gotcha.
different
It's just
capacity.
okay. Fair enough.
Hey,
Hi.
thank you.
You're welcome. So, quick question for you. Just wanted to make sure I understood something because you were requesting earlier. Are you trespassing me? I just wanted to be clear on that.
Jefferson County Shop, Michelle speaking. Hi, Derek. Hi, Eric, sorry. Hey, Eric, I can't talk right now. I have a gentleman walking around the facility with the
I may have a
fence
job
and
for you here in a
camera,
second,
and,
Deputy Moore.
trying
A
to
civil
get
one.
deputies here, so let me call you back. I have the civil deputy here with me right now. She was here fueling up, so I will bring you up to speed in a while. Thank you. Bye.
I just wanted to clarify something real quick.
Sure.
Were you, oh, I'm sorry, what was your name and what do you do here? You're an employee, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
am an
so
employee.
what's your name?
You tell me yours first.
Well, you're a public employee,
Yeah, I am.
so you're not going to do
My
it?
name is Michelle.
Michelle, okay. What do you do here? Are you a manager?
I work in the office. I'm the shop administrator.
Okay, got it. So I just want to make sure, because you had requested earlier, I just want to make sure I didn't misunderstand. Are you trespassing me?
I'm asking the deputies to come and make that determination. I'm not going to make that determination.
Well, you're an
but-
agent of this.
She's asking you to leave because this is an area that is not open to the public due to the liability of getting
That's
errors, so
absolutely 100% open to the
she's-
public.
Well,
asking you
that's
to
why
leave.
I'm not arguing with you on that.
Yeah.
That's up for the deputies that are going to be responding. They know the laws on that, but it's just common courtesy that you would stop in the office.
If you knew what I was doing here,
state your business.
if you knew what I was doing here, you'd
well, that's
compl-
just it. You haven't. Told
I
me
can't
what
tell
you
you
do.
yet because I'm not done. Maybe when I'm done, if this goes in a cordial way. I mean, you're
I'm
being
not
cordial.
being
so-
uncordial.
well,
I'm
calling a deputy on me is kind of rude,
okay.
and you should know better.
Well, you're
That's-
not being very transparent with what you're doing here, and she doesn't know why.
Well,
you're here.
again, if you understood, which I may explain depending on the attitude of everyone involved by the end of this encounter, I may explain what I'm doing here, and it'll probably make in fact, it'll make 100% sense why I'm not being transparent right now. So that's the thing about that. But I just need to make sure, since you are an agent of this Department of Public Works.
I'm an employee of this.
Yeah, but you have agency.
Right now, I'm the only one here. So
Exactly.
at
So you
this
have
point
agency.
in
So that's
time-
why I'm asking you. You've requested that I leave, and I've politely declined the request. Are you demanding I leave relative to the trespass statute and the revised codes of Washington?
Yeah, I'm asking that you leave or you state your business.
No, I'm
and
asking,
then
are you trespassing me?
I cannot trespass.
You can as an
I-
agent
I
of the
do not.
facility.
You can request that.
Okay, I'm requesting that you leave then, or you can, if you want to state your business.
If you're
and then I will-
requesting, I'm going to deny the request. If you're
So
trespassing
we're
me,
going to go in circles.
well,
here.
there's a stark delineation between a request and a demand by trespass.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know the ins and outs of the laws. And obviously, you've got your purpose, and you believe you have the right. I'm not going to argue with you on that. I'm just
Okay.
asking that it would have been a common courtesy that you stop in the office.
Well, and there's something
announce
that
your
Deputy Moore
business.
can actually help you with here if you're demanding I be trespassed, because I've committed no criminal issue as of this
I didn't
moment.
say you
No, I know you
committed
didn't. I know you didn't.
criminal.
What I'm saying is she can actually issue a civil trespass letter relative to 9052-115 of the revised codes. If you want to do that, Deputy Moore can help you with that. That's a civil issue, and
She's already
a civil deputy.
explained to you her status.
She's a
and
civil
she was-
deputy, and
she
that's a
was
civil
actually here
issue.
just fueling up her vehicle.
I understand that, but she's a civil deputy, and what I just cited to you is a civil issue. So actually, she can write that civil no trespass.
That's why I'm having another deputy come here, because that's civil.
Yeah, and that's
in
a civil
different-
thing.
In a different capacity. I work for the civil division, which we handle paperwork process for the courts.
Sure.
So that's why I'm having another deputy come, so they can explain a lot better than I could
Okay.
on that.
And I just want to make sure you're not detaining me at this point.
I'm not detaining you.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to finish working on what I'm working on. So I promise you, though, absolutely guarantee 100%. I have no nefarious intent. I'm not here to do any bad things, hurt anybody, whatever. I'm just here working on
Well, you can
something
understand
specific.
why we would, just as a common courtesy, just for the reasons that you presented, that you would come in and state your business and your name, or made an appointment, and we would have had the appropriate representatives here to.
Actually, I can't do that because of what I'm working on. If I had done that, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And like I said, depending on how polite and reasonable everyone is, and so far you guys have been completely polite. I take no umbrage with anything you've done. I've just asked for clarification. You've clarified 3 times now that you're just requesting, you're not demanding for a trespass. So since that's the case, I'm just going to continue working on what I'm working on. And like I said, if everything's good to go by the time I'm done with this, I'll absolutely share with you what I'm doing and why I'm here today. But I just can't do that because it would affect what I'm actually working on if I told you that. Especially because you're a shop administrator, that would be a problem. So, yeah.
So did you go through the process of checking in here?
Certainly did not,
Why not?
because I don't need to,
Why?
because there's no requirement to do that.
Apparently there is.
I'll
It's just like all public property, you have to check in.
Yeah, I'll just skip to the end scenario here. Are you trespassing me, and are you going to give me a no trespass warning? Let's just get to that, because if you're not, I'm going to continue doing my business. If you are, you need to sign that under penalty of perjury, and then I'll move on.
So the thing is, this is all heavy duty equipment.
Yeah.
There's clearly a fence around the place. Yes, county property is county property, but there's a reason there's a fence around it.
Yeah, so
And
after
in-
hours,
and in
people
order-
can't get in here.
Right, and in order to come in and state your business, you have to go through the proper channels
I don't
to do
need
that.
to state my business.
Why is that? What exactly are you doing?
Well, like I told Deputy Moore and Michelle, right? Yeah. I'm working on something. I can't explain that till I'm done.
Okay.
I'm here for no ill intention, problem. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to commit any crimes
Sure.
of any
I get
sort
it.
whatsoever. So I'm just going to continue my business. Is this a consensual encounter? Or am I detained?
No, you're not being detained as far as I know.
No, that's fine. If it's consensual, that's cool. I appreciate it more.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is the concern for the not only the safety of the workers but your safety, being around heavy equipment and stuff like that.
Well,
And that-
I'll tell you the same thing I told Michelle and dang it, now I'm mixing it up more. What was your name again?
we're both more.
Oh, it is more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought it was something else.
There's a few of us in the county.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want to clarify. I have no problem with anyone here. I'm not looking to cause any problems.
Right.
I do genuinely appreciate the concern for my well-being. I do.
Right.
As far as the well-being of other people around here, I have no ill will towards them. I'm not going to create any danger for them. In fact, I'm kind of about halfway into what I'm doing.
Okay.
So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to head out of here. But I can't share with you what I'm doing right now, because if I did, it would greatly affect the efficacy of what I'm working on.
Okay. So I see you're recording me, and I have to let you know I'm also recording you. We all have,
I am so glad that you have body
we
cameras.
all have body cams
That's good.
now. Yep.
I appreciate that. That's good.
Okay.
That's good for you, and it's good for me. So
So obviously we've discussed the overall concern. I
Yeah.
don't know. I wasn't even the primary deputy that signed up for this. It's just the other deputy was coming from a lot further out.
Sure.
And I was
Yeah, that's
closer.
all right, man.
Let me talk to her and kind of see if there's a way to circumnavigate the whole sign-in process, because I think that's the biggest issue here was.
Yeah, I think
I
I love.
at the very least, and if stating your business is an issue, at the very least, just the sign-in part I think was the overall issue. So let me go talk to her and see. What's up.
Like I said, I'm not here for any bad reasons,
Right.
but it's just sort of, she's got to put a ring on it. If she's asking you to issue a criminal trespass in the second degree from this property,
Well,
I'm not going to fight you over it.
Well,
She could sign the perjury statement. You can issue it.
And the thing is,
Is what
it
it
wouldn't
is.
even that's an actual charge. It wouldn't even if there was an issue of trespassing, it would just be at this point it would just be a trespass admonishment.
Well,
even,
yeah, it'd be a warning.
Yeah,
It'd be a warning. Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah.
And if she wants to do that as the agent for this department, for Public Works,
Sure.
she has the ability to do that. I'm going to politely ask you to maybe reconsider what the statute and case law says around that, because she
Right.
has to stipulate that there is some sort of lawful reason for her to ask me to leave. I'm not doing anything unlawful.
And you're right.
How's it going?
And you're right. The prosecutors do ask that there's an actual unlawful reason that when we trespass people that we trespass.
You have
people.
got to be the sheriff.
Nope.
That is a lot of years in service.
No. We'll talk later if you
So
want.
actually, if you want to talk to him,
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm
Yeah.
gonna go talk to her. So.
Okay.
What's up, Deputy Moore?
So what it boils down to, I guess, is that they're good with you continuing to do whatever you're doing.
Okay.
But they're gonna put Ryan with you as an escort
Oh, well, geez. That's his right to do that.
to assure you don't get hurt,
Sure. That totally seems reasonable.
because they're more so worried about if you're taking pictures and you trip over something and
Sure.
hit your head or
Hey,
something.
look, I totally get that. And that's a smart thing to do from an insurance perspective, liability perspective. I have no issue with that. This is a public space for everyone here. It's
Yeah.
not just me to tell people what to do
So
at all.
other than that, in the future, assuming this is your plan again for the future, they're probably going to get a sign if they don't already have it that says something to the effect that all visitors must check in. But beyond now, us being here is no longer an issue.
Fair enough.
And for that matter, neither of you.
Okay. Well, I
So yeah,
appreciate
just
it.
that's Ryan over there in the vest.
I've-
He's going to be tootling around with you. And
Okay. Yeah, I've literally probably only got about another 10 minutes here. If any one of you are just dying of curiosity when I'm done, I'm happy to share with you what I'm doing here. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
In fact, I think you guys will be like,
I might hang around.
yes,
I might hang
that's
around.
a good thing that you're doing, sir.
Yeah. Us being here is no longer an issue.
Fair enough.
And for that matter, neither of you.
Okay. Well, I
So yeah,
appreciate
just
it.
that's Ryan over there in the vest.
I've-
He's going to be tootling around with you. And
Okay. Yeah, I've literally probably only got about another 10 minutes here. If any one of you are just dying of curiosity when I'm done, I'm happy to share with you what I'm doing here. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
In fact, I think you guys will be like,
I might hang around.
yes,
I might hang
that's
around.
a good thing that you're doing, sir.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You now get to know what's going on.
Okay.
Anybody want to bet though? Come on, it's an American thing to do
an
here.
article.
Any guesses? Any bets
Article. My money's on article.
on an article?
Yeah.
You're not far off. So I am an investigative journalist. I receive tips and leads. You guys had some issues with the oil and the chlorine calcium around the corner. Those areas having like a serious issue with them. So I was up in the area working on the stories. Decided to stop by and actually see if that was the case. Looks like the oil's the case. Calcium chloride not so much. So that's what I was doing. Just working on a story.
I was close.
And if I had told you this in advance, especially like towards the front, it might potentially, because I didn't know what it looked like before I got back there, there may have been an issue where somebody could have gone over and put up something to block the view or put a vehicle over it or whatever. So
First thing I told you is we have no secrets. If there's some safety issue, I hope you'd let Ryan know, because it may be that nobody knows. Or
yeah. Well, I'll
As
obviously
interesting
send
as it might
information.
be, it's good to make sure that everybody's aware if there's an issue.
That's the point of the press,
Yep.
to come in, and it's that first
Well-
thing even before our firearms, right? Good stuff.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's the
So,
big
yep.
secret of the day.
All right.
My press like terrorism in full action.
Well, you have to understand why you were making me uncomfortable. I'm the only one here right now. Walking around with the mask on, you won't identify who you are,
Sure.
whether you're a press or not. I mean,
Well, when you get a lot of the field reporters that come out, like, when they're capturing, like,
I've
let's-
always had reporters identify themselves.
Correct.
And in this situation, if you think there was a problem and I could go out and cover something like that up in that quick of a time, I mean,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've had issues where that has actually happened, where people have gotten in my way. They've obstructed me from getting into a publicly accessible area because all of a sudden they're like, oh crap, it's a member of the press. They're here to get something. I've had places locked down. DOT actually just locked the entire facility down immediately because they were doing things they shouldn't have been doing. So I don't know what I'm going to get. I mean, you folks seem really nice up here. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's really issues. Go down to Pierce County, go down to King County. Not the same way. You get a very different response from public
I can
servants.
probably guarantee you from this point on there will be signage, that
Sure.
will, I mean, like we stated before, it's public property, it's fenced, and there's a reason for that because, just not everybody can walk in for safety reasons mainly. And we've got millions of dollars worth of equipment and tools and things like that are, spent with taxpayer dollars that need to be protected.
Well, honestly, your best bet is to honestly prevent access is just put a fence right there at the end of this building, put one over there that's going the other way. I'm not going to go past the fence, but I mean when the gate is open and you can just walk in, there's nothing that says authorized personnel only, no trespassing, fill in the blank, whatever sign. So yeah, but anyways, I really appreciate you guys, so have a good day.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Art Frank. Okay, cool. Thanks. Take care.
This encounter is a reminder that confusion, fear, and emotional reactions can quickly escalate into unnecessary law enforcement involvement, even when no crime has been committed. Knowing your rights, staying calm, and understanding lawful public access can make a major difference during situations like these. This video is shared strictly for educational and informational purposes so viewers can better understand public interactions, constitutional protections, and accountability in government spaces. Stay alert, stay informed, and subscribe to Northpoint Files for more real audit coverage and public accountability videos.